Hey guys, Masako here, and welcome to another edition of The Comment Section. Yeah, MCM man, woo! That was a lot of fun. Just big thank you to all the people that I met at the Dragon Ball meetup. Yeah, I'll just show some pictures right here, but yeah, that was really great. My girlfriend and I were just leaving the convention, and she pointed out that, oh, look at all these Dragon Ball people, and they hadn't mentioned it in the actual program that there was going to be a meetup, so I just met these guys, and they immediately went, oh, Masako, come and join us, and yeah, why not? And speaking of conventions, I'm going to be at SunnyCon in Newcastle on the 17th to the 19th, and I'm bringing Taka and Lani with me! It's going to be so cool! And then potentially, I'm going to be going up on the train with Lani, and oh, it's going to be so cool. I'm going to be pointing out loads of cool stuff about Britain. Yeah, there's cool stuff. Anyway, on to the questions! What do you think of Bulma and Super? New outfit sexy? Love her screen time moments? Well, there's more to her about her clothes, to be honest, because, yeah, I like the fact she's kind of settled into a more kind of motherly type thing, you know, casual, because it just means that she's completely secure in life. She's got what she wants, she's got a job, she's got her family, she's got the company, that's great. But she's had lots to work with in Super. She's been doing a lot of stuff, and that's fantastic. And she can basically out-sass a god of destruction. So, yeah, good on you, Bulma. What do you think of the Mega Man franchise? Well, I didn't really have that much exposure to Mega Man as a kid. I was more of a Sega guy. And, really, as a result, my feelings towards Mega Man can be described as, like, 3-day-old cold pizza. Yeah, it looks nice, but I really wouldn't try any. What's your favourite starter Pokemon? Oh, well, I have to admit it has been Snivy, to be honest, because I originally had Snivy in my original Pokemon White game when I got the game new, and while I've been doing the Nuzlocks, I've really come to like Snivy even more. It's a lot of fun. But that being said, I did have a lot of fun with Fennekin in Pokemon X, because having a fire type from the beginning, I'd never done that before. So it was something new, and it was a joyous thing to discover. If you could live in any historical period of a country of your choice, where or when would you go and why? I'd love to go back to the Tudor era, because I studied a lot of that in school and college, and it's just a fascinating time of history. So like the 16th century, that'd be the era of Shakespeare, it'd be the time of Henry VIII and the Queen Elizabeth. Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. Let's say you were faced with a medical problem in which the only cure is to not speak for a month. How would you handle it? Since you listed as one of your favourites, could you explain why you find Mysterious Girlfriend X so appealing? Absolutely! Mysterious Girlfriend X is my number 4 favourite anime. And why? Well, not to mention for the fact that it looks amazing, it's just a really charming story. And there are so many people that have been turned off by the fact that basically there's an emotional connection between the main guy and the main girl, Urabe, because of saliva. It's so heartwarming, and if you can just get past that initial premise and actually watch the story, it's great. It's not the old chase me, chase you, will they, won't they, will they get together, teenage angst thing. This is them having the relationship and growing, because Rabe's never had a relationship before, and Tsubaki has never had a relationship, really, except a couple of crushes as a kid. At the end of the season, it's just beautiful. It looks, not to mention Urabe is just so cool. I can go on about it for days, really, but I would just suggest, if you can find it, it's on DVD and Blu-ray from Sentai Filmworks. You've got to try it. And I'm pretty sure it's on either like Crunchyroll or Daisuki or some other streaming site that's legit. Remember, support the official release. It's been burnt into my retinas at this point. I recently got a tattoo of Shenron on my arm and I'm loving it. Do you have any plans to get any tattoos? No, to be honest. I'm not really that big into tattoos, and I don't know, the appeal's never really struck me. Although having said that, if I were to ever get any tattoo, I would probably get the Nagal symbol from Nadesco put on my shoulder blade. That's the only thing I would ever consider. But even then, that's a stretch, because at this point in time, I'm okay with just keeping the skin OG. Hey Masako, with E3 right around the corner, will you be tuning in on all the conferences and what games you're hoping to get revealed during said conference? Usually I kind of pay passing interest into the E3 conferences. Like, I tend to get more of the news from Twitter, because whenever there's an E3 conference, my Twitter feed explodes. Like, you get 100 tweets in a minute. I tend to always keep an eye on what's going on with the PS4 conference, because that's what I have. And now that I have a working PC, I'll keep an eye on what's going on there. I have a question. Will you ever play with TFS Gaming? Also, are you ready to abridge Movie 12? I would be loving abridging Movie 12 when we get to that, so no doubts about that. Playing with TFS Gaming? Well, I do have Goku's going to show you, but I did record something the other day that will be going up on TFS Gaming. It's the first time I got to play with the guys, so it's from a certain recently released game, so look out for that. Are you a fan of wrestling like Lanny and Taka are? If so, who would you say is your favourite? I'm not really a fan of wrestling, to be honest. There are too many traumatic memories of when I was a kid and fighting for the remote with my brother. Although having said that, ever since watching the Mark Remark, Little Karibo's wrestling program, I actually sort of have a passing interest in it. Like, if somebody invited me to go to see wrestling, I wouldn't turn it down. Like, if they were offering it to me, I'm saying, well, why not? As a fellow Brit, what do you think of Piccadilly Westminster as a whole, and places like Trocadero before they shut it down? Also, do you know they refashioned the downstairs part into a Konami arcade? It's actually not bad. Nah, but in all honesty, the Trocadero was a really fantastic place to go. It was spread over 3 floors with arcades, there was a cinema in there, it was wonderful. Then they closed it. They're sort of trying to reopen it again. They're slowly adding new stuff. It's only down to 1 floor in the downstairs bit. As for the rest of the Piccadilly area, there are so many places to go and see a musical. There's Soho, which has a lot of interesting, cool shops. And Leicester Square, where they have all the movie premieres. Westminster, that's kind of more for the historical and political history of London. So if you really want to kind of know about the history of England's political system and the whole ceremonial thing like Buckingham Palace, that I would recommend. But Piccadilly, if you're a young kid, then I would suggest going there, and Chinatown. Chinatown in London is great. What was your favourite and least favourite subject at school? My favourite subject at school was French, because I was really good at it. And then a close second, IT, because I was really good at it. You kind of see a trend here. And the last one was physical education, because me being a beast as a kid, that's the last thing I want to be doing. So, yeah, gym. What kind of video games did you play when you were younger? What was the first Dragon Ball video game you ever played? The kind of games that I used to play when I was younger were kind of like basic platformers and racing games. It's probably why I'm really proficient at racing games, because I played them as a kid. My first Dragon Ball game probably was Dragon Ball Budokai. No, I never actually played Budokai. It was Budokai 2. Yeah, that was it. That was a lot of fun, and the intro sequence was amazing. So, I have good memories of that. I cannot wait for No Man's Sky. I've been waiting since it was first announced, and the last remaining month is just painful. Like, the game is a carrot on a month-long stick. But I'll feel crushed if it doesn't meet my expectation. For those of you who don't know, No Man's Sky has been pushed back to August the 9th, and the developer has been very open about why it needs to be delayed, but still, this month was meant to be No Man's Sky month, and now it's not. You just gotta wait holding off exploring space a little while longer. But one thing you don't have to wait longer for is the next Go Q&A!
Go Q&A, yeah! Yo, what's up my Go crew? I've got answers for you! So Goku, is this a good question? Yes it is! Dear Goku, do you think Popo's a bit racist looking? He is all races! And no races, and some races, and all the answers in between. Who would you fuse with? A muffin, a bacon, or your best bud Vegeta? Oh, obviously my best bud Vegeta. They would get to hang out all the time. If you think about it, if I fused with a muffin, then I'd eat myself, and it would hurt. I mean, my arm would just look so delicious, and then I go to eat it, and then it hurts. That's no fun. How could I be tasty and it hurt? No! Whatever happened to your power pole and flying Nimbus? Every time it rains, that's it crying. Hey Goku! Where's your nose? I was playing Got Your Nose with Gohan and he never returned it. Go ask him about that. Question for Goku. If Chi-Chi got turned into a muffin, would you eat her? She kinda already tells me to eat her already, but I don't like the taste. It tastes of fish. Oh, coming! Wish me luck, guys. Go Q&A, yeah!
Okay, I'm just gonna leave those guys alone because I think they need some private time, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, thank you so much for all your questions and comments. Tune in next week for episode 10 of the comment section. If you want to have a question answered on that episode, be sure to leave a comment below and I'll probably get to it. Anyway guys, until next time, catch you later.